Okay, so welcome back, and in today's video we're at Lake Bulrush, and this seems to be a Maar crater lake, although I don't know anything about it. All I know is I'm in basalt country, so that's what it more likely is. So if we look at the farmland, you can see it's actually very flat. This is pretty indicative of basalt country. So this should be a player lake, and this is actually quite long. I'm not even sure if you can hear me because it's very windy. I've got this muffing, but it probably doesn't cover up the sound. So over that way we have Lake Lithgow, which is a bigger lake. So this is smaller in comparison, and on that side we have farmland. They grow wheat around here, probably other crops. But I stopped here because in the background we have the Grampians National Park, and it's on fire. So today's the 26th of December 2024. On the 25th it wasn't like this when I drove past, but as you can see there's billowing flames. Most of it's coming from the north, but just in front of me is near Dunkeld. So obviously that one started sometime yesterday, and today is not as hot. So yesterday is about 35. Today is only going to be 31. They were expecting it to be 40, but and over there looks like we have Black Rock Ranges, and the fire goes from there and it's heading southeast. So a lot of that stuff is not clouds, the actual smoke. And the smoke is heading that way. So probably towards, I don't know, towards Penthurst or somewhere. Anyway, from Dunkeld to Wycliffe, the Glen Thompson Highway is closed for the time being, and the Grampians itself is closed until next year. So they don't even bother planning on going to the Grampians. Even if they put out a fire, it's still going to be closed because it's still going to be dangerous. Okay, so anyway, if we look at the actual beach, this looks like sand. So this doesn't look like it's derived from basalt. It feels like it's derived from a sandy or a siltstone. So the average geology over there. So the Grampians is, I thought it was Devonian, but obviously that marker was wrong. It's actually Silurian. So we do have a lot of Silurian siltstones underneath the actual basalt, and this is probably where this comes from. Because if you look at the basalt, it's actually doesn't have a high silica content. A lot of reeds. So I'm not too familiar with the geology, so this is just guesswork. And obviously this has all been cleared at one time or another. A lot of this is revegetation. And this actual dam is quite full, as you can tell by the trees. So previously those trees were outside of the water, where the actual water level is now. But that fire, very interesting. So around this area there's a lot of Maar volcanoes. So that is where the lava and water have interacted and caused the volcanic explosion from. Okay, so it's so windy, this gimbal is unable to actually support the camera. It's been blown all over the place. That's why it's flipping around. Okay, so yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so these Maar volcanoes, you can look them up on Wikipedia. This water interacted with lava. This is probably, it could have been a mantle plume, and it's just exploded because it's just so violent. So this would have been quite violent if it's a Maar or it could be a variety, not just one, a lot of Maar volcanoes. And okay, so I'll take it off the gimbal. Okay, the gimbal is not working. It was just flipping all over the place. So, yeah, beautiful. So these are the highest mountain peaks. I think they're about 500-600 meters above sea level. It's called the Grampians siltstone, sandstone. I think it's called the Grampian sandstone, but it does have siltstones and mudstones. And all around it we have, like over that way, we have the Stavely Arc, so that's Cambrian. And over this way we also get into older rock Cambrian. And we do have Silurian around here in different places, more towards the southwest. I have a type of Silurian. I think it's the Glen Thompson sandstone. Oh no, Glen Thompson's Cambrian. There's another Silurian, I'm not too sure of the name. Okay, so that's basically it for this video, nothing much. Just a beautiful lake, and yeah, it's very windy, so just be careful when you're driving on the road. And I'm very interested in this lake, and also the other lakes around here, because the actual sand there doesn't really feel like it's basaltic, and I can't really see any basalt on the ground. So maybe where I am is part of a Cambrian formation. Yeah, that's what I've got to look up. Anyway, thank you and goodbye. Okay, so g'day, and I'm actually off a little road near Chatsworth. Chatsworth is down here, and it's somewhere in the south-east of the Grampians. Beautiful place. So this should actually be Cambrian geology. It doesn't look like it's actually the actual basalt. The Grampians is up that way, and as you can see, it's actually quite smoky. You hop out your car and you can see it's burnt. You can tell there's a burnt smell. So obviously the actual smoke is affecting quite a wide area. And this is going towards the southeast, and it's still smoky. It looks like it's going to be smoky for probably at least 20 or 30 kilometers that way. That's going towards east. So that's how the bushfire is actually affecting the actual local area.